We started in August of 2015 with oral interviews, and this particular thing has been the exhibit. The idea of it, the kernel of idea for the exhibit started shortly thereafter. So we're going into a little over 2 years now. The exhibit that we've been creating based on this oral history project that's ongoing, it's entitled A Culture Carried, Bosnians in Bowling Green. And it really tells the story from the viewpoint of multiple voices within the Bosnian community here.
So it's a matter of getting to know people in the community first, getting your foot in the door, finding a few people who see your vision and trust you and then want to help you sort of get to know more people. And then once you've sort of started building those relationships, it's articulating what an oral history interview even is and what a folklorist is interested in and what we're looking for. Our approach is always first and foremost to make sure that the people we're representing feel very comfortable with how they're being represented. And I think even the people we've interviewed are very mindful of the fact that their experience doesn't represent every single person in the community.
So it really begins with some sketches on a computer screen and thinking about that and then sharing it with our team. You see things that you like, presentational styles. I happened to see a case at the Holocaust Museum when I was there in DC and shared that with our lead technician, Charles, and said, what do you think about this? Doesn't this look nice, the way it's lit, the way that, and very inventive person, he said, yeah, that looks really great. So he made little alterations on it and we created something very similar for our purpose.
The way we've designed the layout of the exhibit is to sort of take you on a journey. Especially in the first part, we want you to sort of go through the process of understanding why there's a refugee community. And then there's a wall very specifically placed between that front space and that second space. So you can't see the rest of the exhibit until you've sort of turned the corner. Because we want you to sort of reflect first on why there's a Bosnian community or learn if you don't know. And then turn the corner and experience the culture, the tradition of this community.
And I think one of the greatest things about what our hope is for, it's a touchstone to validate the Bosnian community, but it also is a way for us to say, this was built on oral histories of your community. This is your exhibit, but also the oral history project is ongoing. We want you to be able to have access to it for yourselves, for your children, for your grandchildren, to be able to remember, know this story, know your sensibilities as you've grown to be part of Kentucky. And we think that's pretty special.